Friend, today we have to discuss the second part of troubleshooting and maintenance of electric fan. In the first, we have to understand. In the last lecture, also we have to discuss what is the troubleshooting. Troubleshooting is nothing but the systematic approach to the problem solving, and we have to find the problem. What will be happens in the different machines, electronics parts, computers, and software system. After finding the issues created in the various systems, as we have to find the solution for that is nothing but the troubleshooting. We have to already discussed. Then second one is the maintenance. Maintenance it is a very important part uh, in any industry in order to maintain the system in proper operating condition, as well as in order to increase the life of the machine, as well as in order to reduce the hazards to the machine. So the maintenance it will be very important part in the industry, as well as it is required for the electrical equipments. There are several maintenance methods are present, that is routine maintenance are present. There will be a different types of maintenance are present, that is preventive maintenance is present and corrective maintenance is present. In the preventive maintenance, that is time based maintenance is present, failure finding maintenance, risk based maintenance, condition based maintenance is present, predictive maintenance is present. In the time based maintenance, we have to on the daily according to the time, that is daily, monthly, weekly, yearly, half yearly, we have to carry out the maintenance on the equipments. And failure finding a machine means what maybe the fault will be occurs. We have to find that failures, why the machine or equipment will be fails to operate, that we have to find, and we have to do the maintenance. Then condition based maintenance, that is we have to find check what is the actual working condition of that machine or different parts present in the machine, whether that they are properly working or not. Suppose you have to consider one insulator, if there will be any crack is present on the insulator, then we can replace that insulator. That is condition. What is the actual condition of that parts of that machine or any electrical field, we have to check, and we have to do the maintenance on that parts of that machine. Predictive maintenance is nothing but what is the actual condition of that parts or of that machine, whether they will work very properly for few hours, or that we have to predict that what is the working condition or condition of that parts of that machine, we have to identify, and we have to do the maintenance on that part. It will be very important. Then corrective maintenance, it is very important maintenance, that whenever the fault will be occurs on that machine, then we can correct it, or we have to do the maintenance on that, and we have to maintain the system in the reliable, as well as we have to maintain the productivity of that system very properly. So the corrective maintenance it will be a one type of emergency maintenance we have to carry it out on the machine. Preventive maintenance is nothing but we are doing a task before failure has occurred. That task can be aimed at preventing a failure, minimizing the consequence of the failures, or assessing the risk of the failure occurring. When we are conducting corrective maintenance, the failure has now occurred, and we are basically reinstating equipment functionality. And to be clear, and corrective maintenance is can be result of deliberate run to failure the strategies. In order to maintain the system very properly or in proper condition, so the preventive maintenance is one of very good maintenance for the system or equipment, in order to reduce the cost of that machine, that is reduce the hazards to that machine, or order to increase the life of that machine at low cost. So the preventive maintenance is one of the best maintenance for the maintaining the system in reliable condition. To discuss the details about the troubleshooting of electric fan. In the first condition, fan is too noisy. What is the reason of that? When an impeller hits the inlet or housing, it's likely not centered. The inlet or housing is damaged. The impeller is crooked or damaged. Therefore, a loose shaft or loose bearing. Shaft is bent. There will be misalignment shaft and bearing. If the impeller is hitting the cutoff or the cutoff is not secure in the housing, it's improperly positioned or it's damaged. There are number of causes. If the problem is belt drive, the shave is not tight on the shaft, the belt are hitting the belt tube, belt are too loose or too tight, belt have wrong cross section, belt are not matched in the length or on multi-belt drives, or variable pitch sheaves are not adjusted so each groove has some pitch diameter. When an impeller noise can be caused by the defects, looseness on the shaft, unbalance, excessive wear as a result of abrasive or corrosive material moving through flow passage, or blades rotating close to the structural member. The motor symptoms are an insecure lead in cable, an AC hum in the motor or relay, starting relay shutter, noisy motor bearing, the cooling fan striking shroud, or low voltage and single phasing of single phase three phase motor. If the symptoms is high air velocity, probably cause are duct work that's too small for the application or the fan is too large. The registers or grillers are too small or heating or cooling coils has insufficient surface area. When obstruction causes a rattle or whistles, the reason may be a damper, sharp elbow, a sudden expansion or contraction in ductwork, leak in the ductwork, turning vanes or fins on coil. The pulsation or surge trace to the restricted system that cause a fan to operate left of the peak and fan that's too large for application, ducts that vibrate at same frequency as fan pulsation, distorted inlet flow and inlet vortex surge or rotating stall. Means whenever there will be a noise will be producing, we have to lubricate the system very properly because there will be a noise will be produced in the system. We have to lubricate the bearings, then automatically the noise will be reducing. Next one is fan is too quiet. When the fan is not operating at all, it's likely straightforward mechanical or any electrical problem routine analyzed by service personnel. Reason includes the blown fuse, broken belt, loose pulley, wrong voltage, excessive line drop, or inadequate wire size, load inertia that too great for motor, or seized bearings. These are the different reason because of that fan is quiet. So we have to find that reason and we have to clear it. Next one is the fan performance is wrong. The cause of inadequate airflow to the fan includes the backwards installed or running impeller, improper blade angle setting, missing cutoff, and impeller not centered with the inlet collar, slow fan speed, dirty or clogged inlet, improper running clearance, or improper inlet cone to wheel fit. These are the different reason. Because of that, fan performance will be reduced. If airflow to the filter or coil is inadequate, look for dirty or clogged filters. Replacement filters with the greater than the specified pressure drop, or install a replacement coil with the tighter fin spacing. Next one is a fan is vibrating. Ask yourself whether the fan impeller is properly balanced, motor shoes are balanced, key length are correct, fan shaft seal are rubbing, and does the motor have right bearing. If the fan foundation is inadequate, are isolators properly seized and leveled, shims properly installed, anchor bolts properly seized, intact and installed on the anchor points, and is ducting, twisting or rubbing. Checks bearing, are they upgraded for higher load capacity? Do you use the correct type and amount of grease? Is one bearing free to float? And finally, check for changes in the system such as higher or lower pressure, have expansion joints or damper failed, what's the duct loading. Because of that, there will be a fan vibratings are will be happen. Then we have to discuss related to what are the causes, and we have to clear that. The next one is when fan fails. This is the worst case scenario: higher trading vibration and rapidly increasing bearing temperature. Indicate a bearing will be a bearing and bearing rings failure. Another reason includes the failing belt drives or coupling shaft failure, and impeller failure due to the abrasive or corrosive wear. By knowing the reasons for the fan failure and make the required repairs very correctly in order to maintain the fan operation in proper condition. Then we have to discuss related to the fan maintenance. The first one is clean out the fan. Cleaning a ceiling fan should be done at least once a year. So in order to we have to maintain the operation of that fan will be very properly. How to clean out the fan? First, need to reach its first by standing on the tool or something elevating. Start by cleaning the blades with the brush, and then use the damp cloth that has been dipped in the soapy water to remove the remaining sticky stains. Leave the fan to dry on it on before using it again. You can easily find the fan brush from any home equipment stores near your home, and we can remove the dust particles on the fan blade and body of the fan. Second one is tightening all screws. Ceiling fan are made up of different parts and that are put together using a screw. While the fan is running, it generates a small vibration that loosens the sum of the screws present. You can detect the loose screw through noisy or sharp shaky fan. With the help of screwdriver, we can tighten the screws very properly, and we can tighten the screws. Then lubricate the fan. Some ceiling fan requires a periodic lubrication to operate smoothly. Use any light oil to fill the oil hole that is located on the top of the side of the motor, and fill this hole till the oil flow over, and rinse the excessive with the tease or rag. Next one is the check for movement. It is important to check your ceiling fan for movement or wobbles. The center of the fan should not make any side movement while the fan is in the operation. If it does, the fan needs to be balanced. You can use a fan balance kit to do this. Also, this is important to note that faulty blade may cause a fan to hobble, and check to see if their parts are missing on the blades. And lastly, it is important to check if there is any bent or warped blades. You can do this by removing all blades and place on each on top of other, and blades should be fit perfectly on the top of another. So there will be no any bend on the blades, so the movement of the fan will be very clear. We have to discuss related to the servicing the motor present in the fan. Selling fan have motors that requires the occasional lubrications to keep working at peak efficiency, so we have to lubricate them properly. The cast iron fans, some companies still making old style cast iron fans, although you cannot find them at the most department store. They can still be brought in especially specialty stores. If you have one of this cast iron fan, then you can need to be oiling it once every 6 months. It will be very important. Then a standard motor driven ceiling fan we have to use. uh, you need to be oiling it at least once a year, and periodic checkup will be required for that. And belt driven fan also, it requires the oiling properly, and we have to checking and maintenance on the belt twice a year. Thank you, friend. This is the troubleshooting and maintenance of electric fan. Thank you once again.